welcome to the masterclass on how to create your lucrative six-figure side business, okay? And this is even if, like me, you are in a 9 to 5. So I am also a full-time medical doctor. So by the way, my name is Dr. Vidya Kumaranigam. I am a life and business coach. I'm also a consultant family physician, and I'm a number one best-selling author. And what I do is I really help ambitious professionals who have a busy life, right? Maybe you have a carer, maybe you're a carer for a family member, or you're a busy parent like myself. I've got 2 young boys, and you are really looking to build a thriving, successful six-figure coaching or service-based business online. Okay, so I'm here to show you how you can do that whilst prioritizing your faith, your fitness, and your family, okay, whilst also catapulting your courage, your calmness, and confidence, because I am all about, yes, we've got to take action. Okay, I'm very spiritual, so yes, prayer and manifestation, but we do need to take the aligned action. But who says that has to be complete hustle and grind, right? You just need to have a plan, have a balanced plan, and then go for it. All right. So I want to share with you the proven steps to create a profitable six-figure side business. And this is specifically online. Okay. And specifically if you are or looking to become a coach, a course creator, a consultant, or an online service of sorts delivered in this format. All right. So look, I know what it's like to feel stuck in a busy career. I actually love what I do. I love being a doctor, but yeah, it's busy. It can be really tough sometimes, working in a very obviously the system is built for patient safety, but that can make it very rigid, of working in certain ways that sometimes just really didn't work for me, especially when I was pregnant. I was really looking for another way to serve. Even though I loved medicine so much, I was really like, gosh, I really need something online. And this is pre-pandemic. And I was really looking for another way to serve that was really not limited in terms of income, that I could really utilize my time well, and of course, help transform lives, okay? And especially in people's healing, people's personal growth journey, and also to help them financially, because that was something I was really looking for. I was really looking for another way to help to serve and look after my family. But my young family was my second pregnancy, and that's when I started my coaching business. 38 weeks pregnant. I thought, my gosh, what am I doing? But I was so desperate. Honestly, I was really looking for another way, because I just knew that although I love being a doctor, right, I'm an award-winning doctor as well, and I don't say that to show off, but just to show you that you are in the right place. But I'm really good at what I do. Don't mind saying that. But I just knew that I wouldn't be able to do that the way I was doing it and be the mother in the way that I want to do it. Okay, this is all about your definition of success, not mine, not your colleagues, not your spouses, but yours. What is your definition of success and fulfillment? And maybe actually write that down. Right, what is your definition of success and fulfillment? Because ultimately, that is all that matters, right? Your opinion on this, okay? So I was really looking for the right strategy that would work for me, because it's obviously changed. I've tried so many different strategies, and they're all amazing, right? But you have to do what works for you, works for your family, that feels, ethical and right to you, and that is also, building a profitable business in an efficient way. Okay. And I've literally built this. It's my six-figure business while in my lunch breaks. Right now, I'm going to pick up my kids in a bit from school. They're in junior practice. So I've literally built it in pieces alongside my job. Just no hustle and grind. Okay. So I've got my notes here as well that I'm looking for, because I want to give you the best. So by the end of this session, you're literally going to have like a clear roadmap to just really start or just scale your own online coaching or consulting business, okay, service-based business, and to just really create the life that you want. Okay, I mean, that's why we're doing this, to create the life that we want for ourselves and for our family as well, and to do it from a place of real deep personal fulfillment, freedom, financially, but also spiritually, physically, to really build that. Because sometimes we can really feel like we're, well, I'm grateful for my job as a doctor. I really enjoy it. But yeah, it can be tough when it's very much based around, the kids' hours that they're in school, then running to do drop off and pick up, and then come home and make dinner and get them to bed on time and to get their homework done. And my little one, the eldest one, had exams this year as well, then teaching maths and English and all of the things which I love doing. But obviously we want to enjoy it. We want to enjoy the experience of life, right? Otherwise, what is the point? So I really want to just zoom in for a second on the reasons to start an online coaching business, okay, or consulting business, or just taking it online, starting your business. So many people want to do this because they are currently in a state of real overwhelm in their job. They may be feeling just burnt out or stressed, but really just looking for another way of serving, okay? But you really do need to come out of this employee mindset, okay? It's not just going to be given to you on a plate. There are certain strategies, and you've got to do it in a way that works for you as well, okay? For you and for your family, for your life. It can feel overwhelming at the beginning, like sort of, where do I start? What do I do? There are so many, funnels, ads, all sorts of different things you can do. And you really want to just make sure that you are following a blueprint, if you like, that works. Don't recreate the wheel. Trust me, I did that myself. And you really, you don't have time if you're working and you have a family and a full life. You need something that works. You need something that you just want to wake up and know, what exactly am I doing right here, right now? You don't want to waste time, because you also need to be doing your exercise. I want you to be doing your meditation. With my clients, we are doing our meditation, our journaling, our prayers, but at the same time, then yes, in the business, okay, what action am I taking today? We're planning out for the whole year, right? Like what exactly, we're vision casting and planning for the whole year, exactly what we're doing when. Yes, sometimes things get changed around, but you want to have a plan of action to actually follow. And then the peak performance mindset and success habits that go alongside that, right? Because it's a bit like having a diet, an exercise program. You can sometimes have the world's most amazing plan in the world, but if you don't have the mindset, if you don't have the mindset of positivity and determination and persistence, whilst also doing it, from a place of belief, it's not going to work, right? So you can do this, okay? Now, most people think that they really need ads and funnels and big, huge teams. But, honestly, at the beginning, when you're just starting out, want to get into that 6 figures or even multi-6 figures, then you really just need the essentials. You don't need crazy, complicated funnels and tech. There is obviously certain things you do need and certain things that can make it easier. And it's also going to be different according to how you work, right? So my solution is the 3-pillar framework. Okay, and I really want you to write this down. So number 1, the first pillar for me is healing. Okay. Cannot stress this enough. How many people, including manifestation coaches, and I'm not here to bring anyone down, but they really just, you need to focus on healing, okay? Because there is a reason you're watching this masterclass right here, right now. I don't know what's going on in your home, in your marriage, in your workplace, in your health, or whatever's going on for you, but there is a reason why you are looking for another way. Okay, and I'm here to show you that. So you really need to, building a business starts with building up yourself. Okay, and this is bigger than just motivation. Entrepreneurship is the best personal growth journey. Okay, we all do our professional development for work, but this is personal development, really almost spiritual development, to be honest, but really taking yourself to that next level. And it is extremely amazing at resilience building. Okay, so you really have to just heal those emotional blocks, whether it's around money or your relationship or deservedness, right? Deserving that you can create the life that you want, and then actually being, take the courage and the confidence to do that, and to do it from a place of calm, right? Not running around like a headless chicken. Okay, trust me, try that, it doesn't work. And you really I want you to write down, okay, a belief that you think could be holding you back, right, from starting your business right now. If I ask you to right now, start your business and jump in, and this is exactly what you need to do. If you feel like, kind of resistance, like it's exciting, but resistance, I want you to write that down. What you think that emotional block could be, what is that belief? And then I want you to flip that into the opposite. What would the opposite be of that? And turn that into a positive affirmation. Because it's really important to keep working on that, right? So with me and my clients, we work on this in every single day, whilst we then, because you often need to do that first, whilst you can then get into the actual sort of more meaty strategy around the business building. Okay, so pillar 2, okay, write this down. Pillar 2 is to simplify and build. Okay, simplify and build. So the key to 6 figures is to really create one scalable offer. Okay, so nowadays I do think it is important to have a value stack, which means several offers, right? So for example, I have my membership, I have my 3-month group coaching program, I have my mastermind. All of them have an element of one-to-one in them to really give that personalized, bespoke touch. And then I have my inner circle and then my private one-to-ones. Okay, so there is like what you call a value ladder, and some people start right from the top and then also get the membership and my books, and some people kind of start with the books and the YouTube channel and podcasts and then get my membership and kind of ascend up and all the way in between. Okay, but I would suggest that you just start first of all with one main thing to focus on, because honestly, focus really gives you so much clarity. Okay, and it really is in simplicity. Okay, simplicity scales. So start with one scalable offer. Okay, and you don't have to do that for long, but I would definitely start with one. And I would start really simple. I would actually start with one-to-one. One-to-one coaching is the best. So start with one-to-one coaching, and you can over time build up, you know, more offers. You can build it up to having a group program, but one-to-one really helps you to understand exactly what the demands are, you know, in your market and what you're choosing to help people with. Okay, so don't overcomplicate your systems, and I really want you to map out your ideal client. Now, pro tip, your ideal client is probably you 2 years ago, 5 years ago, you know, when you were really at the beginning of this journey that kind of led you to this masterclass. And Googling or researching whatever you've been researching recently, like how to start a coaching business or how to make 6 figures in a year, that's not a job, or, you know, all of those entrepreneurship, all of those things. I really want you to just really look at what was that version of you. So what is it? Is it looking for 6 figures? Okay, why are you looking for 6 figures? Why that financial amount? What's the impact going to be for you and for your family? What is the role that you're in? What hours are you working? What's the state of your health? You know, what time do you wake up? What time do you go to bed? And really look at the person that you're going to be helping, okay, which we call avatar or your ideal client, and really look at what is it exactly that this person is wanting help with. You know, this is building up your service now. Okay, so map out your ideal client. What is the urgent problem? So what is it that they really need sorting out right here, right now, that you are the solution to? You don't need to be at the beginning a complete expert in it, okay? But you do obviously need to have been down that road, been through that journey. This isn't being an expert in terms of certifications, honestly. Like, I'm not belittling certifications at all, right? And I'm actually building up my own certification program, which will come out at some point. But I don't want people to feel that they need, first of all, a certificate in terms of their self-esteem, right? It's very different if it's a competency-based, like obviously I need a certificate to be a doctor, right? But that's a bit different, because there are lots of, you know, we all have the same certificate, but very varying degrees of that medical service and bedside manner. Do you see what I mean? So really, this is about your personal journey. That is what people want. People want somebody who's got results. People want somebody to help them who is really authentic, who is personable, somebody they can actually talk to, right? Otherwise, they can get a lot of this from a book or courses. And the reason why people are really wanting and investing, you know, sometimes 4, 5, 6 figures, sometimes more for coaching, is because they really want somebody to guide them through the journey, but also specific, bespoke to their situation, right? Maybe they want to do sales calls, but their schedule's all over the place, and they're always with their kids, or they just find it's just too hectic, and then things happen and they have to cancel and they need another way, right? So you don't want it to be stuck with a coach or with a certain program that's like, no, it's only going to work if you do sales calls, and that's it. If you can't do it, there's something wrong with you. And I just don't buy into any of that. It has to be bespoke to you, because you do need to come in with high energy, right? You got to come in with high energy so it works for you. This is just as much as it is for you, as well as being a service to others, okay? So really design your service around a way that works for you as well as for others. Obviously, it's very different if you need to up level in your skill set of learning sales calls, which I teach as well, sales calls and strategies, and really that beautiful, pathway to agreement, right? It's not about manipulation or anything. It's a pathway of agreement and alignment together and choosing to work together. It's exciting. It's beautiful, right? So you need to learn that, yes, but there is different ways that can be done, right? You can do that through a webinar, you can do that on sales calls, you can do that through life and business audit. There's so many different ways you can serve that. You can do that through launches. You can do all of them, like me. All right, so then I want you to really scale with strategy. So once your foundation is set, okay, meaning you've got some clients in the door, you've got like your kind of coaching framework, right? Which means these are the different pillars. These are the milestones on the journey that I've been through, that you're going to shepherd and guide your clients through, okay, being there for them every step of the way. And that is then the time to scale, which means you just keep repeating the strategy and you get more clients and more clients and more clients. And then you can start to build in a group coaching program where you're serving one to many, right? You're the one serving to many, because now you know what are like the main perceived obstacles that people have. And for me, the biggest thing is healing, right? So it's not just because I'm a doctor. I definitely see myself as very spiritual and a healer, but I really found that those that were kind of seeking healing, were having a lot of issues maybe around money and starting a business and a toxic work environment, and actually having their own business and knowing the exact strategies for that would really help them out. Equally, those who were wanting to sort of come in straight in with, I just want to start my coaching business, had a lot of emotional blocks around taking a sales call, going live, messaging in the DMs. They had blocks, and it was because ultimately they had this belief that I don't think this is really going to work out for me. I don't think I really deserve this. Or they had really toxic relationships that they were in, that they physically just couldn't get live or go online, literally somebody sabotaging. They really had to heal that relationship, right? So I really want you to, to zoom in on that. Okay, what is the journey you're going to take them through? And by the way, alongside this masterclass, there is a worksheet that I want you to work through. Okay, so if you scroll all the way down below, you will see the workbook, or you can also DM me on any platform, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. Just put workbook, masterclass workbook, and I'll send that over to you, okay? But if you comment it down below workbook, then I'll also know which masterclass, because I do so many, okay? And I'll send that over to you. You can also, by the way, you can also scroll down and book a life and business audit and strategy session with me, okay? Where what we do is we go through audit, go through questions to see where you're at right now, your goals, where you want to get to, what's the gap, right? Let's identify the gap. And then what we do is we then go into a one-to-one session over Voxer, where we really go through like and everything that's going on with you. Like maybe there's a particular situation and you need like a plan, and we work out like a nice 90-day plan, action plan, the actual strategy that's going to help you. Okay, so for example, starting up your coaching, what's your offer going to look like, how are you going to deliver that, all of those things, we can talk through that, okay? And then obviously if we align together and it feels good and we feel like we're a good fit, we can then talk about ways in which that we can work together as well, okay? And anytime you can join any one of my programs, if you just message me offers, and then I can send you the link and you can jump in as well. All right, so do you get the workbook if you're needing that as well? Okay, so now what I really want you to think about is work through your offer, work through your client, because right now what I'm doing this, I am actually talking to myself. Like 5 years ago when I started this, 38 weeks pregnant, really looking for another answer and saying that you can do this. I believe in you. You are not alone. You can do anything you want to, you put your mind to, and I'm going to be here for you every single step of the way. You may have people around you, maybe even close people, who just do not believe in you, and that is okay. Well, it's not okay, but all that really matters is you believing in you, and you are going to need to do some healing work, okay, and personal growth work, self-leadership, to really rise up as a warrior within, okay. That's why my movement, my programs are wealthy warriors, okay, wealthy warrior leaders, but ultimately being that self-leader, okay. And it's bigger than peak performance. You need to really believe, and the wealth comes from a place of self-love. So you need to take action, but you need to do it in a way which is self-love, holistic for you and your family and your life. Okay, so this is the real embodiment piece around being a wealthy warrior leader. And then the aligned strategy offer, we're really going to like carve out your offer you need to use if you feel excited about serving it, okay? And then how to sell that, how to build it up, how to scale it, right? How to create your membership, how to create your group coaching program, how to create your high ticket offer, so that, like me, you can have also clients who are paying £10,000 net profit, pay in full, without a sales call, okay? And that being your ideal client, that you are, you are just so aligned. It's so beautiful. You can't even imagine, you can't even believe this is the work you get paid to do, okay? Because it is your calling, right? You will feel called to this. This is not bigger than just sales and income. This is energetics. This is your life purpose. This is the ignition of your life purpose, all right? So I just want to highlight, by the way, that the Black Friday sale is going on till the end of the week. Okay, so keep that will be December 5th at 5 p.m. The Black Friday sale will completely finish, and I currently have my membership, which is only $29 per month, and that will be locked in for the whole year. Cancel anytime, no contract. You have life and business coaching in there, so you can even just use that to get started up and get to 6 figures. So that is my membership. If you want to have a little taster, right, come in with that, okay? And that's going to be going back up to $39 per month. So that's a membership. The second offer is my group coaching program, okay? So it's only $1,500. It's a 90-day program whereby you can take that strategy from our Voxer one-to-one session and go all out with it, with the actionable steps, the templates, exactly what you need to do, the exact structure, and with me there to look at your offer, to really give you bespoke guidance, okay? That includes you have a further one-to-one session in that too. Then we have my mastermind. I love my mastermind. This is my flagship, Wealthy Warrior Leaders. This is for the whole year, okay? And it is normally 20,000, okay? But at the moment, it is only 12,500, okay? So jump in. That's when you get bi-monthly one-to-one sessions, and you also get a personalized healing audio. You get templates, you get your journals, you get my funnel, right? My sales funnel. You can completely swipe that, so you don't have to start from scratch. We also talk about other ways of building more passive income strategies, okay? Especially around affiliate marketing and other strategies as well. So you can really start to build up that wealth and get financial freedom for you and your family. And these are all strategies that I've been doing, okay, to get to 6 figures and beyond in my business, whilst working as a full-time medical doctor and earning 6 figures as a doctor as well, okay, in my job. So this is with me working as a busy mom. I'm literally about to jump on and go and pick up my kids from their tutor practice and then come home. And we are, making spaghetti bolognese today bolognese with sweet potato was a request from my eldest son. So we'll be doing that. We do baking together. We're going to try and get in some maths and English there as well. So, it is all happening. But who says it has to be hectic? This is why you need the life coaching as well. This is why you need the healing as well. Strategy alone is not enough. You need the energetics, you need the healing, and you need that person alongside you, okay? I've done, I think, all the courses. It's not enough, right? You need someone who understands exactly what you're going through to give you that bespoke strategy, but also just to walk alongside you and to support you and guide you and hold that energetic space, all right? So I'm sending you so much love and light. I'm here for you, okay? Even if you just watch this podcast or this masterclass, I'm here to give as much service as I possibly can. Scroll down, get the workbook, book your life and business audit, okay? And obviously, if, there are so many resources online in my YouTube, in my podcast, and I really, really, really want you to focus on getting this done. Your dream business is waiting for you, okay? This is your life purpose, and the best time is to start right here, right now.